Hello, it's a pleasure coming your way with the page. Yeah, this is what we do, the chit-chatting, and today we have our own in the house. We're doing the countdown to Tokyo Olympic Games on GTV Sports Plus. And remember, everywhere in Tokyo, most people will be at home and watch on their screens. And so GTV Sports Plus is giving us the opportunity to also relive that good moment, or leave that good moment when the tournament starts. And if you are closer to GTV Sports Plus, you understand what we are talking about. But for this particular Olympic Games, what really is up the sleeves of GTV Sports Plus? What really are they doing? And what should we expect? Why shouldn't we watch elsewhere and watch only GTV Sports Plus? In terms of the packaging, what are we supposed to expect? I have a colleague here and a presenter as well for the upcoming Olympic Games on GTV Sports Plus. I have Benjamin, Willie Graham in the house. Really good to have you.
It's always a pleasure.
Now, why are you not in your how do you call it, your
the Olympic Games you get it soon. Pretty shortly we shall come out with something special, so
now Graham, tell me, you guys have been behind the scenes, sleepless nights working around it. What exactly are we to expect this time from GTV Sports? As we know, when it comes to big events, they stand up to it, but this time, what is so unique about this particular event?
I think that if you look at the Olympic Games, remember Beijing 2008, again, GTV Sports Plus gave you the juicy package of that. London 2012, it was there. I remember I was in London for the Olympic Games. Then Rio 2016, again, everything was shown live on GTV Sports Plus. So it's fair, and of course it's better for all of us to understand that GTV Sports Plus again is ready for Tokyo 2020. Now, what is unique about it is that, well, COVID period, nobody is really going to get the chance to feel the Tokyo Stadium atmosphere. The athletes will be there. And so you at home, the question everybody's asking is, what is it that is going to happen? And of course, if you look at the events that GOC is also giving us, it's giving us the real understanding of what we need to do. So it's perfect, and it's why that GTV Sports Plus is able to give Ghanaians the wider view of Tokyo 2020 and what Team Ghana is about doing.
Now, in terms of the packaging, what and what really are we to expect? Selected events, half events, or exactly? People tell us in this country that we have the exclusive right, but by the time you say Jack, you only watch one.
Yeah, that's not going to be the case. What we're going to have is you're having the football package, you're going to have the swimming, almost everything, all the events. And so that's why you have Studio 5, Gloria and her team giving you the more update on the event. The file is also giving you some updates, and all the programs on GTV Sports. But then we have the Tokyo studio itself, where you do the live chit-chats on the event that's going to be available. And remember, Team Ghana is competing in the athletics. We have judo, you have boxing, and weightlifting and swimming. So you obviously want to package yourself in a way that Ghanaians who want to know what event is available for them to watch. And so if swimming is competing, and Abiku Jackson and Techi, all of them are in there, you want to see how they fare. Now, if you look at the boxing, Suleiman Tete and the team would also want to give you a feel of what Ghanaian or the boxing development in Ghana is like when it comes to amateur boxing. And our brothers in Jamestown, Bukum, want to see how Suleiman Tete, who is the general captain for Team Ghana. So every event will be packaged for you. Now, if you listen to the Athletes Association of Ghana, they're banking your hopes on the 4x100 relay. And you remember how those things are. I mean, Jamaica and USA. The feel about the Olympic Games is that this time you're not going to have, if you like, the Usain Bolts, all of them around, but there's still some bit of athletes who want to show something. So Ghanaians want to know the faces for Tokyo 2020. They want to understand who are the athletes who are going to make Ghana proud. They want to understand which athletes will make the name for world, athletics. And so every detail of it. So remember, there's football. Remember, Ghana didn't qualify. You remember the Black Queens also couldn't make it. But obviously, there's a need for you to see what's going to happen in the football arena there. So everything about the Olympics is going to be shown live on GTV Sports Plus. So
in terms of getting the live feed, last time I checked, I was being told that it will start at our time because of the time difference from 5 a.m. exclusive live events till 12 or 1 or 2 thereabout. You don't break, you don't do anything.
Yeah,
everything.
So that's why I told you that there's the Studio 5. Gloria comes in very early in the morning. So probably by 5:36 they start their show. Then the file comes in at 10:30 to 12, and then you have the studio, Tokyo studio, where Carl and the team will also come in, and then you move on to other events that will happen in the evening. So there's a whole package of events that's available for everybody to watch, and so that's the thing. And so you are glued to your sets almost every time, because when you talk about the event, there's badminton there, there's everything about Tokyo, and so you want to know what is happening almost every time. And if I'm telling you my event at the Olympic Games is what I call a synchronized swimming, I'm sure you know that one. That's my event. So I always tell people that if you don't know about synchronized swimming, go to Olympic Games, you enjoy it.
You know, and so if we talk about this exclusive right holder sharing there, is GTV Sports Plus partnering any other TV station in this?
As far as I'm concerned, I am not too sure there's any other channel that is making any noise about the Olympic Games at GTV Sports Plus. But the thing is, I know the other channels would want to have access to it, but I'm not too sure that exclusivity is when you have it alone, unless some people decide to come partner. That's a different thing altogether. But for now, it's only GTV Sports Plus that has the exclusive right to give you the real content. And so if you decide to pirate the content, you are in trouble. And I don't know about the digital media rights, that aspect. I'm not too sure what the issue there is. But for now, it is the exclusive, free to air. That is what you have access to. And so that is what the event is all about on GTV Sports.
I know
Plus.
Events like this are capital intensive. You need a whole lot. What do you tell corporate Ghana now that from where you sit, you know the writers for GTV?
Yeah.
What do you tell them? Because Sports Plus is also free to air. You just don't need to pay anything to watch GTV Sports Plus. It's just free. So what do you tell corporate Ghana?
When it
is it over, or they can still
come around? You know, when it comes to some of these events, the thing you have is people want to ask the Ghanaian effect first. That's the first question they ask. What's in it there? Is Ghana really competing? It's the flag of Ghana being hoisted live there. And that's the reason the Ghana Olympic Committee is able to give the diary, for instance, so you understand particularly what is happening there. So there's a Ghanaian effect there. You have your boxers in competing. You do have a judoka also in there. You have your athletics, or the athletes also in there. So it gives you an idea that Ghana is represented there. And so we need to come on board. If you really want Ghana sports to move a notch higher, there's the time you really come in to support the athletes. And I'll tell you what, the Ghana Olympic Committee, together with the International Games Committee, together with all the stakeholders, have made it possible to ensure that other federations who have the athletes there are able to go out and compete. And that's the reason we are calling on them that, listen, whatever stake that we give to soccer, whenever there's a Ghanaian interest in any football event, that's the same thing we need to do. So sometimes the athletes feel that they've been abandoned. They like, I'm alone, because perhaps it's an individual event. Nobody really wants to hear about them. But there's an Olympic game. To be called an Olympian, it's a big deal. I mean, even if you go out there and compete, you are an Olympian. And that is something I want everybody to understand. So when these athletes are there, for them, it's a huge achievement for them. That one day when you are with your kids and your grandkids, you said, yes, some years ago, I was at the Olympic Games. And that is very huge. These athletes that you see out there in Europe, when they go out there, they're going with that excitement, because they will say that I am an Olympian. Not necessarily because I have won a medal, but look at the pool of athletes who had to qualify for that event, and for you around the world to make it there is a huge thing. So we are calling on everybody that representation is huge, and that's the reason that to hoist the flag of Ghana out there is a big deal. To have Ghana in the Olympic Games is a big deal. And so the athletes are begging. They just have to come in, support them, you know, just ensure that they motivate them. How nice would it be at you that 100 meters final, you see Azamati there, or the 200 meters final, you did Joseph Polamwa there, or the swimming event, you see Abeku Jackson in the final. You're going to be excited. And I'm sure these athletes that you see there working in there, they are looking forward to something big. They just want to make sure Ghana is in there, well represented.
So in terms of latest updates, what do you have up your fingers that you can tell Ghanaians about the current state? Where are they now? I hear they have been given some bets that have been made of cardboard. And then that's a non-sex bet, you know. That's for the athletes. You know, you can't be a bad boy or bad girl over there. That's what you're doing there in Japan. But that said, you know, the athletes, they are in USA, so they'll be moving down to Japan pretty shortly. And the main team, the other team, the boxers, the swimmers, the judoka team, and the weightlifters, they were in Awashiro. They went for 2 weeks camping. They moved to the games village proper.
to prepare for the event, and then the athletes will join them. I think today, tomorrow, they should be in Japan to also meet up with their colleagues there to start. Nadia Ake, per the IOC requirement, they wanted every country gender balance to ensure that there's a female representation in terms of the flag bearer. So we picked Nadia Ake, and then the general captain for Ghana at the Olympic Games is Suleiman Tete, the boxer. And so basically that is it. So our athletes in the USA are moving straight down to Magic College Tokyo for the event.
Okay, thank you very much, and that's all for the page for now.